hello guys, hello. Welcome back to the Bigfatpsychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Hello guys, hello. So I hear Megan's been getting it in the neck and, you know, she's losing loads of deals, and Jason North's interview, I watched it. It was only 20 odd minutes, wasn't it? But I just want to know, basically, is this an invitation to others to come forward, okay, and speak out? Obviously, you know, he's had permission, and I don't know how long these NDAs last, actually, so it could be 5 years, less than 5 years. I doubt it's forever. So, how did Jason North feel about that interview? Well, I think before now he's never really got involved, you know, too much. I know he said about the emails a couple of years ago. I get this is a pointless battle, so I kind of feel in the past that he thought it was pointless, you know, speaking out against Megan. And, you know, a few years ago it was, because nobody wanted to listen, nobody could see what was really going on. There was only us, you know, super YouTubers who clicked on and started reporting on things. And as well, you know, is basically in the past, people haven't wanted to get involved because I thought, you know, there was no point. Save your energy, don't bother, and just get on with your life. I don't think this is just any other interview. How do the victims of Megan feel now after watching the Jason North interview? Well, they're considering what to do because, you know, at the end of the day, this is coming from the past. So this interview is to do with what's gone on in the past, okay? So in the past, they just felt like, you know, move on, get on with your life, get another job, you know, get over things. And so this was kind of how Megan forced them to go into that situation. I don't think they thought that, you know, the public was ready to hear their side of things as well. And I mean, it has been rumbling on, but for a long time, and if you haven't come out already, I don't know. I can understand why people haven't come forward, I really can. It's not an easy thing to do, to talk about an experience like that, but it's also, you know, because it was a royal family member, because of how the royal family may have dealt with it. So what was, you know, the point of the interview then? Was it for William, introducing him as king? Because I've told you, you know, we've always known that, obviously, William, Charles, they all go through learning a lifetime about their duties. So let's have a look then. So what was the point of it? To tell the truth and get the truth out there, and as well, it paves the way for legal action. That all this time later, these people was telling the truth. Will anyone come forward, you know, and expose Meghan and Harry? Some of these staff have, you know, felt badly treated, to be fair. So I think it's get the truth out first before another documentary is done, because it'll bring the royal family into it as well. You know, it is. I'm afraid to say they feel very hurt, you know, feel very blocked, that they couldn't do anything about it. They felt not included in discussions. They wasn't updated on their complaints, you know, like they should have been. Caused them a lot of anxiety as well. are these victims, because that's what they are. They're not just members of staff, they're victims. Do these victims feel blocked at all by the palace? Absolutely they do. Absolutely, absolutely. So, what's needed here is the palace is, thing to go down and say, yeah, go on then. And I think if a crime's been committed or out like that, an NDA should not apply. And there's so many of them. That's the problem. There's so many of them. So where do we go from here then? It's just a matter of time, waiting. I would advise these guys to write a book on this, but of course they can't, can they? The palace is really starting to piss me off lately, and the palace is Charles and his courtiers, not so much William. There's a lot of frustration heading Charles's way, I'm afraid, because I keep picking up on it. Normally, I would be able to explain away, his thoughts and actions, and but this is all wrong. Change your viewpoint. It's not their people. It's a program. Is there a program coming out regarding Meghan bullying people? I certainly think that when news comes that Harry and Meghan have separated, it'll all come out in the wash. So that are the palace trying to, just yes or no, are the palace trying to protect Harry? No. Well, obviously, Harry's a big part of it, okay? So what he said was going on and how it was playing out, it is not the story at all. It's not the real story. And I'm sure there's much more that could come out here. So they're trying to protect Harry. Well, it's like you don't know what he's doing, You don't know whether he was sincere. You don't know whether he's just unreliable. I kind of feel like there's a push here for Harry to take a nice little journey somewhere. Maybe he could, disappear off the face of the earth thanks to Elon, grab a rocket. Are they trying to? Yeah. Thinking about his future, thinking about his past, thinking about now. This is what infuriates me, that any protection is going to him and not the real people, not the real upset people. Now, a long time ago, I worked for a government agency and I'd had enough. And so I submitted a claim, not a claim, but a complaint. I didn't get any money. I didn't want any money or out like that. It wasn't done for that. It was done for because this person was messing with my head. And I was going home doing an 11-hour day, going home as a single parent, trying to look after my son. And all I was doing was just bursting into tears. And you feel embarrassed to, share it. Because at the first time, you think, oh, it's just, I've misunderstood or I deserved it or, kind of. But when it's 10 times and when it's 20 times and when it's 100 times, when it's every minute of your working day, this is what sends people over the edge and into therapy. I'm depressed. Coming up with excuses so that, you don't have to go to work the next day and finding it very, very difficult. And then other people are saying, do you know what? I think that's real unfair, You want to complain. And I was like, nah. So I totally understand how this affects people. You just feel like you're going mad. Oh, I won, by the way. I won, absolutely. It didn't take long to go through the evidence and, realise what was going on. And you often find it's not just one person, it's two. Why now? Why now? So, how did William feel about Jason North doing the 60 minutes? As his full support, We're, you know, this isn't a bombshell. This is paving the way. Is William going to allow people to speak out? Well, if it does, there's only one or two because, you know, like everybody else, I think, right, I've got a new job. I don't want to risk it. You know, I'm supposed to be confidential. It'll look bad on me if I speak out. And that's what Meghan's played with. You know, that's what she's... that's her security, so to speak. I think, you know, the message is going out there, come forward. Does William want staff to come forward? Yeah, absolutely, you know, throwing it out there. Yeah, he does want people to speak more and more about it. Of course he does. This is a deliberate move. So somebody is coming up, you know, with this to let legal action be taken. He wants people to come forward. Of course, they have to do it off their own back and without encouragement from William. But I guess most of them are just too scared, you know. So why won't people come forward? I don't know. I can see somebody, you know, suing. I can see somebody suing. However, quite a few of them have just been happy with a pat on the back and, you know, I'm sorry. Not from Meghan or Harry, but from the palace. Is a big lawsuit action coming from the victims. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. Finally. Yeah, I've got 3 at least. Okay. 3 people that have been in touch with each other as well, you know, like have bonded over this. They might not have even worked together at the same time. Okay, well, now you'll be cheering. So where is this heading for Meghan? Well, we already know she's no longer welcoming the royal family. You know, you got disputes here, so, but I've got a class action, so I don't know if that's means a group of people or what, but it's definitely coming our way. So she's going to be upset. She's going to get loads of solicitors' bills. And she's going to dispute it. Is Meghan going to try and take legal action against Jason North? Nah, she knows she can't do that, but, you know, again, these bullying allegations just don't shake go away, do they? They're there all the time, so even if she did, she's not going to win. And also, as well, people will be saying, well, she's not going to do that, you know, she's just going to let it ride out. She's done nothing wrong, she's going to ride it out. If she thought she could bring the royal family into this, she would. She's going to blame the royal family anyway. Is Meghan going to accuse the royal family? She, you know, she stays away from this, doesn't she? She'll stay away from this. She'll get her minions to do some talking, but, you know, it's old news, really. How does, you know, Jason feel about Meghan? He feels that, you know, eventually his hard work will pay off, basically. You know, he's going to continue this. He'll continue. He's up in his game, you know, he's up in his ante. How does Jason North see Harry? You know, blame his wife. Blame his wife for being a gold digging a gold digging W H O. You get the drift. Yeah, you know, he totally sees that. Which, you know, it's true. I mean, you can't blame her either. He should have the guts to stand up. You know, she's just messing with everybody's lives and livelihoods, and she's just, well, she's a loose cannon, isn't she? On my next video, I'll do, you know, all about a mental breakdown. So will any of Meghan's bullying and Harry's even, will any of it make it to court? It's not about court, it's about maybe another 60 minutes, I don't know. It's another documentary on people speaking out about, you know, how difficult it was, how much despair, how it affected the families. You know, like I said, it's not an easy thing to do, to stand up for yourself, especially when you feel like everybody's going to be against you. So I think we see a programme here where it talks about the effects on people. So is it a documentary? Absolutely, absolutely, finally. Oh yes, of course. Oh yes, you know, I tell you, I can't wait. I cannot wait. But you know what? I think we're not too far behind as well. I think Jason Knopf was that 60 minutes was a preview. You know, a step in the right direction of how things are going to go. I mean, you might even see people who have had the names and the voice changed as well. You know, will that happen? Yeah, because they're afraid, you know, they're afraid. But if they can provide evidence and everything else, you know, which I'm sure they can, yeah, because otherwise it's fearing reprisals from Harry, from Meghan, from their Sussex squad, from the Bozes, from, you know, from whoever else, really. Yeah, I think that is what's going to happen. So there will be proof, you know, there will be proof. But they don't have to go on with the faces. And that's also because I said so, you know, they're worried, aren't they? They're worried about coming forward again or showing the faces. Okay, how will they send for Meghan? There is no balance, okay? It says there, you know, about balance. There is no balance. She'll just keep going on and on and on. She won't apologise. She will not apologise at all. All she's bothered about is how she looks, how she looks. So what's the outcome? Exposure. Exposure about her mind. Exposure about her body. What she puts into her mind. What she puts into her body. About benefits and finances and expenses. About behaviour after drinking as well, you know. So I think it's mainly what we're going to, you know, the outcome for Meghan is that, because we all already know what a biatch she is, but it's interesting, isn't it, about what she eats, what she drinks, how much she drinks, what she smokes, you know, all those, you're getting drugs and everything. You're getting drugs, alcohol, you're getting it all. the mad things of her mind, you know, popping out this and popping out that, you know, like Archie. But yeah, and her body as well. They're going to talk about, you know, so, you know, will they ever hint about Meghan's pregnancy? Absolutely. 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 Okay. It brings her to a climatic stop. Because these people was upfront and personal with her. And what's the outcome for Harry in this? Well, he's already moved on, you know. He's already moved on, so just itself not being with Meghan will be wrongfully a get out of, you know, get out of jail card. I mean, no one's talking jail, we're talking humiliation. So it's like he's had enough and he's moved on as well. This is coming up to like a big, big hit on Meghan. Are we gearing up for this? You know, is this a hit on Meghan more so than Harry? Absolutely. She's nothing but a bully. A bully. A bully. That's all that you'll hear. A bully. It's a hit piece. And it's going to be a very, very good hit piece, actually. Well, Harry managed to come away relatively unscathed. Yeah, I mean, he's left there. He's out from the royal family. He doesn't get away unscathed. He don't get it as much as Meghan, but he doesn't get away scot-free either. Okay, they're going to say that, you know, he could have stepped in. He was too lazy to do anything about things, you know. Get out, get out, get out. Is this all coming about because paving the way back for Harry after Meghan? Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. It's paving the way, paving the way. Now, although it says that, I'm feeling a bit odd. I'm feeling a bit odd. Is William angry over Meghan's constant linking to Diana? Is this it? No, I think it's to do with Harry splitting up now and paving the way back. Although there's no firm plans in place, you know. We're talking to the universe here, we're saying what's coming up. So Harry's going to have to withdraw from day-to-day life. If he wants this, he can't go back. He can't go back and sleep at Kensington Palace. He has to go and probably stay in Africa or somewhere, you know, quite far away. So it's not homecoming. But I do believe, you know, William has been pissed off about Meghan with this Diana charade. But the world's catching on, you know. Meghan's going to be a very lonely old woman. She's never been happy with anything in her life, you know. We all go through weeks, years, months, you know, where we think, oh, life is shite and this, that and the other. But, you know, it does pick up again. You know, I often tell people the secret to being happy is actually learn to be fulfilled with what you've got. Don't let nooses around your neck, you know, like Sir Harry's in a relationship and marriage with Meghan, making him so unhappy, affecting his children, affecting everybody around them. you know, so he moans about being unhappy and stuck in a situation, but yeah, it does bugger all to do anything about it, you know. So kind of, it's his own problem. It's his own problem. Just, you know, don't be worried about leaving your house around. Don't be worried about not being loved in the future by anyone. Don't be worried about all these stupid, superficial things that'll never happen. They're just there to keep you where you are, pending where you are without progress. And it's all based on fear, you know, fear. Ugh. Okay, how long before this next documentary comes out? So we have to wait for the waves to go down on here. It can't be too obvious. So England, I keep thinking England. We got some kind of flag going here. So a season. Yes or no? August or onwards? August onwards, okay. August onwards we've got. Well, I'm loving this. I'm loving it, family. So, yeah, it's about time. It's about time as well. And they're going to, I think, you know, they are going to try and clear up Harry involvement. I do feel that. So they're out to save Harry, but not Meghan. But by all accounts, you know, it was mainly Meghan anyway. He was just, you know, doing what he thought was best. I mean, he's still a moron anyway. Still a moron. So, yeah, I'm glad. I'm very, very glad that this is going to come out in time. You know, it's all right hearing about these people, but you've got mix of from both sides of the Atlantic. You've got UK, you've got Americans. And I think this is actually a good thing to do. Despite whatever else, the reasons behind it, okay? All right, guys, that's it for Jason North and this interview. And I'll be back soon with another reading, okay? Bye now. Bye-bye.